Hey, my lovelies, welcome to another pick a card reading. And today's requested topic is which career would bring me the most fulfillment? And shout out to my Dreamer team for helping to select this topic. If you'd like to join that team to help curate the content that you see on this channel, as well as to receive access to exclusive readings, including 18 plus readings and monthly and yearly zodiac forecasts, you can hit the join button beneath this video or the join link in the description box. If you'd like to get a personal reading with me, the link to my website can be found below in the description box as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance on the screen. Oh, and do keep in mind this reading is general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. So take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse it if that's how it fits your situation. On the screen are 3 ladders. Go ahead and make your selection. If you need more time, you can pause the video. But we're going to get started. For those who chose ladder number 1, give me a moment to timestamp. Okay, so for those who chose ladder number 1, which career will bring you the most fulfillment? I feel like your calling is to be a humanitarian of some sort, because I'm getting like helping people, but on a bigger scale than just individually. I feel like you're meant to build something, like some sort of program or effort to impact people in a positive way. I want to say that this could be centered around like disaster relief. I don't know if that's something. I'm picking up somebody who, like, this is someone who goes out when there is like a disaster that goes on in an area. They personally go out and help any way they can, whether it be cleaning up, whether it be like offering items to help people who lost something in the disaster. I'm picking up on somebody who already does that on a small scale, like they help where they can, but I feel that you're meant to build like a bigger effort in order to help people when they are affected by disasters specifically. So yeah, it's not just about helping people, it's about helping people who have been affected by some, it doesn't have to be natural disasters, it could literally be any kind of disaster. But usually that word is associated with natural disasters like hurricanes, floods, things of that nature. Any kind of storm, earthquake, things like that. But it could also be disasters like maybe somebody, a tragedy happens and it affects like I don't, God forbid, like any kind of massacre that goes on or something like that. It's like going out, like creating an effort that can help the families. So yeah, I'm getting like that, like it's providing good services for the people who have lost things in a disaster or to a disaster. Yeah, it's like you have this, I feel like your heart wants to, like, how you view it and how your heart views it is that these people have already gone through enough, and to have to worry about the daily things like, clothes, food, and such, that should be the least of their concerns. So you want to create an effort that helps with those things, the cost of that, even if it's providing the items. I'm also hearing like Christmases, so maybe like kids, providing like toys and stuff, gifts for them to have something to open on Christmas. It's just, I feel like I channeled something like that before in another career reading I did about like helping families around Christmas time, getting gifts for the kids. But yeah, I'm getting specifically, this is about helping families who have been affected by disasters and alleviating as much as you can, alleviating as much as of the everyday burden from them. Like I said, food, clothing, housing, things of that nature. So I feel like you're meant to create some sort of big relief that helps with that. Like people can go to, I'm getting like a big effort that maybe has like different branches, like different offices in different locations, kind of like Red Cross or something like that. Like it's really big. I feel like it's like a national effort, or yeah, it's like a national effort, if not international, but people would know that they can go to, your relief, your yeah, go to your organization, your relief to get help with those things if they were to ever be affected by disasters. Yeah. Because I just feel like your heart is already in the place of helping those people anyway. Although what you do, like you do it on a very small scale, but like you're always out there helping whenever you can, whenever some kind of tragedy strikes or a disaster strikes. Like you're out there feeding the people, helping them to clean up, helping them to get things in order, helping them to get back on their feet any way you can, going out to providing items. I'm hearing like Pampers, um wipes, formula, like if they have like babies and stuff like that. I feel like you do stuff like that already, whoever I'm speaking to. But yeah, it's like you're if you do that already, especially it doesn't mean that you do it already. Not That's not for everybody. I'm picking up somebody who already does this on a smaller scale. But even if you don't do it, it could be something in your heart to do, something you wish to do, but you want to do it on a bigger scale. And I feel that that's where you'll be most fulfilled as far as career wise, to be able to help people in that way who have been affected by disasters. But it's like you feel like you don't have enough to do it on the scale that you wish to do it. Yeah, something about that beeping that I'm hearing is giving like when an emergency strikes. I don't know why. It's like I'm getting like kind of like an alarm of sorts to alert people. So yeah, when any kind of emergency, disasters or whatever going, it's like you want to be able to help these people in a big way. So they don't have to think about like, okay, what am I gonna, how are we gonna eat tomorrow, or like, how are we gonna like recover for like our clothing we lost in, or we lost our house, we lost. I don't know. Like, I feel like your effort would maybe even help put people up in a hotel for a certain amount of time until, they can get back on their feet, and get another housing. I feel like it's something about transition. So you may even help people, like maybe put them up in a hotel for a while and help them transition to a comfortable housing situation. Like maybe you would help them with that. Like I feel like your program would be that big. Like you would maybe help people get apartments or like small homes. um yeah, maybe even help to build those homes for those people. But I feel like, again, like putting them in a hotel temporarily until that's done, like to help them transition from the disaster to something, sustainable, into like, their new home that you help them with. But yeah, I feel like that's where your heart is. And I feel like if you aren't doing something along those lines, you won't be happy, because this is what you feel called to do. Maybe I feel like I'm also picking up on someone who's maybe been like denying this part of them, saying like, I don't really want to do that, or like that's not. But it's like every time it happens, it like strikes your heart in a way that this is what you're supposed to do. So you may have been like running from this calling. I'm picking up somebody who may have been running from this calling for a while. But I feel that you're going to answer the call eventually and create something that helps people on a major scale who have been affected by disasters. But that's where your fulfillment lies, career wise. Okay, so let's move on to those who chose ladder number 2. Okay, give me a moment to timestamp. Okay, so for those who chose ladder number 2, which career would bring you the most fulfillment? I'm getting somebody who I'm getting like somebody working with cancer patients to make them feel beautiful. When they go through chemo and they lose their hair, you might have a passion to like create wigs and um, not really, yeah, more so like wigs or like hats. Some kind of head covering to make them feel, because it's not just women. I feel that you might even do this for men, or maybe people who aren't interested in wearing like fake hair. They would rather, wear like a nice, like they want really nice head coverings, like nice scarves, nice hats. But I feel like you're going to create, or like your calling is in creating a company that makes cancer patients feel beautiful while they're going through the storm of battling cancer. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, somebody might be like a beautician, like a hairstylist. You might like I'm hearing hair technician, that might be what you call yourself, but you might already be doing something. Maybe you've helped a few people find the right like style for them, like styled a wig or maybe even a few for them while they're battling chemo, so they can. I feel like somebody wanted their whoever you worked with, they wanted to hide that they were battling cancer. So they asked you, like, you work with them to especially design a wig for them that is believable, affordable, that can help them hide this from people. They don't want people to just see them and say, oh, they're going through chemo. It's like they want it because you can slap on any kind of wig, but I feel that what you designed for this person, or like maybe you've done it for a few people, but it's like something about the way you design the hair, it really helps them feel confident and makes them feel like, okay, people look at me, they won't know. It's like you work with their face shape, like their weight, their size, as they start to lose weight. You don't, you get hair that fits exactly where they are so that it doesn't look so obvious. I'm getting something like that. Or I'm getting that somebody has done that. But even if you aren't doing that yet, I feel that this may be something that you find yourself um, interested in doing, helping cancer patients feel beautiful and confident while they're battling cancer. Somebody I'm also picking up may have done this with a family member. You could have had a loved one who's battling cancer and you helped them to like style their hair, found like a wig and styled it up for them, or like helped them find, like, you could have designed like scarves or some kind of head coverings that made them feel confident to go out in the world and not feel like everybody's staring at them like they're a sickly patient. Yeah, so it's like, so you've done this, not everybody, but some people listening to this, you've done this on some kind of small scale, but it like triggered you to want to do it on a larger scale. So I feel like it's possible that you may create a company that helps again, cancer patients feel beautiful and confident while they're going through this storm. And I feel that your work is immaculate. Like, your work is going to be top notch. You're going to be able, not that you're going to like, overcharge or anything, but I feel that your work is going to be worth top dollar. So people are going to be, willing to pay whatever, they need to pay to get a wig or get some kind of covering from you, because they're like, you're the best. You're the best. Yeah, you're the best at what you do. I feel like you're the best at your craft. Whoever I'm speaking to, you can have an interest in doing hair anyway. Even if you aren't a hairstylist or a hair technician, as I channeled already, that could be something you kind of do. You could like do your own hair, or you could do like friends hair, or maybe you like do hair like people in the neighborhood. Maybe you're not an officially licensed hair technician, but you do it. Like, this is a passion of yours, and this is your way of feeling like you're contributing to the world um in a way that matters. Like, I don't know, I feel like there was some kind of instance that triggered you to think about this, to say, you know what, I want to help people who are going through that. Like, it could even been something you've seen on TV or social media, like a story you heard about, and you're like, I can use my skills to help people like this. I just feel like it's already dawned on you, or it's about to dawn on you soon, that that this is what you want to do. This is your way to like give back to the world, and really do something that matters, that make people feel, I don't know, even if it's like their last moments, even if they don't survive, to say that you had a hand in making them feel confident and beautiful in their last days, it just, I don't know, it just warms your heart to think about. Yeah, and you've been wondering, I feel like you've been wondering like what your purpose is, and when you see people doing all these humanitarian efforts and these great things, you're just like, okay, that's great, and I wish I could do that, but I'm just not really into that. What can I do what can be my humanitarian effort? Even if it's not like you creating a company, some of you could create a company where you're actually um having people pay for your work, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm also getting like people like you doing this on like a volunteer basis. Maybe having like some sort of nonprofit organization, creating a nonprofit organization so that you it can help fund you helping people out without charging them. So yeah, you're able to do that, like you'll be able to do this for free technically. For people, it's just they have to maybe go through a process, because I feel like you wouldn't do it for like everybody who walks up and claims to have cancer. Like they would have to provide proof and go through a screening process before they can get, access to your work. But yeah, I feel like that's what you feel is your way to contribute to the world in a way that matters. And yeah, so it's making cancer patients, and I won't say just cancer, maybe because it could even be like AIDS patients, people who are just in a very sickly stage of life, and they're maybe losing their hair or lost their hair. I feel because it's other things that could make you lose your hair. It could even be like alopecia. Um, but I just feel like you're gonna work with people who suffer with hair loss due to some sort of illness, some sort of debilitation, and help them feel beautiful either in their last moments, or even if it's just not a deadly thing they're working with, but it's just, they're struggling with their hair, and it's like that's what you're there for. Okay, so let's move on to those who chose ladder number 3. Give me a moment to timestamp. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, those who chose. Oh, hold on. Did it go? Okay, yeah, those who chose ladder number 3. Which career will bring you the most fulfillment? Okay, give me a moment to tune into this one. I feel that this is working with health in relation to like diet, like how like what people consume to, I want to say, keep their bodies healthy, purified in a way. Like you can have a passion for food, but also a passion for health. And you could even be somebody who you found a way to heal yourself from some sort of like illness or something you were suffering with, and you did a lot of research and you found foods to help cure you, and you have been cured. I don't feel like it was anything serious, but whatever it was, it could even been like maybe you had chronic congestion, every day, every time you woke up, you were always like heavily congested in your chest, like a whole bunch of phlegm all the time. And it's like you could have done research on how to get rid of this permanently, and you found a way to do that. So it's like you want to take your what you've learned and share it with other people, but like not just with the congestion. I feel like you've studied, or you've been studying, or you're going to get into this, learning foods that help to heal the body, like cleanse the body of like ailments, of diseases. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna say that your career, the career that brings you the most fulfillment, is a dietitian. Like that's technically what it's called, but I feel like it's doing it more on a natural scale than like maybe, well, I don't know. I feel like it's dietitian. It's working with health through food specifically. Not saying that you don't advocate like exercise and stuff. I feel like you like that's a part of it, but that's not my lane. I'm not going to tell you how to exercise, but I will tell you how to eat in order to help cure you and help aid with any kind of exercise that you're doing. Yeah. I'm getting like beets. I don't know. You work with, I don't know, like your concoctions. I feel that you have made amazing combinations through like foods that people normally wouldn't put together. You have like a gift of knowing like which tastes go well with each other, as well as like which ingredients help with certain things. It's like, yeah, you've studied, but I almost feel like it's something intuitive in you to say like, oh, that's great for eyesight, and this is great for digestion. And if I work with these food, like if I can put these two together and create a dish that can help like cleanse all of that, the nasal, it could help with the nasal congestion, head congestion, and therefore clear eyesight and digestion, and help with digestion as well. It's like you have some sort of gift and you're going to be tapping into that really soon. I don't feel that you're like fully leaned into it yet. I feel like you're just kind of at the baby stage of it, like you're just learning, but it's something you're highly, highly interested in. I feel like you're going to keep going and you're going to create a program. I feel like it's going to be online. Like, they have like those 7-day, 30-day, 15-day programs to help you cleanse yourself or whatever, or lose weight. I feel like you're going to create some kind of online program like that, where people can sign up and you give them like recipes, or maybe even send them meals. Like it could be some kind of meal program that you set up, meal prep program, or like I said, sending them recipes that they follow. But I feel that it is going to be great. Like it's going to help a lot of people. Like, when you come across programs and stuff like that online and people advertising like, oh yeah, right, that's what you say it does, and then you expect it not to work. I feel like there are gonna be some people who try, but like, man, you're gonna have so many testimonies like this works. Like it didn't even take long for, me to start feeling better once I tried this recipe, or once I started to eat your meals. It's just, you have a knack for this. But yeah, you're going to help heal people through food. That's your that's your fulfillment when it comes to career. Like I said, I'm picking up somebody who's at the baby stages of it. Like maybe you're working with this on a very small scale. Maybe you just did something, like you got rid of something that you've been struggling with. Like I said, nothing serious. Like I said, it could be something like congestion, maybe headaches, something you've been dealing with that it just aggravates you. And you're just like, I've been dealing with this for so long. And you've done it on yourself and it worked. And you're like, this worked. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I tried something out and it worked. I need to share this with other people. But then you start to think, or you're about to start thinking like, what if I start trying out other combinations to heal like other ailments? And it's like you're going to create like this recipe book, or like I said, this meal prep program. And you're just like this. It's like, I don't know, you're like a magician with the food to help cleanse and heal the body. That's your gift. That is your gift. I'm also hearing be careful, because like the way you're going to be healing people may, like if your celebrity grows, or like if your profile grows in a very big way, you may be targeted by like big pharma and things like that to try to shut you down, because it's all designed for people to be sick, to rely on them. They can get money through I'm not going to get into the conspiracy thing, but I just feel I'm getting like you're going to have to be careful to like just kind of guard yourself, have all your paperwork intact, because I feel like people are going to try to come for you and shut you down. But I feel like you're a real magician when it comes to food and health. And you're going to help a lot of people, starting with yourself. Even if you have something like diabetes or something like that, I feel like you are on your way to finding a cure, like a way to cure yourself of it. Yeah. And it's like that's what's going to spark you to say, I can do this on a bigger scale. So yeah, that's what's going to bring you the most fulfillment, and it's going to be amazing. You're going to feel so good about yourself, because this is just, I don't know, I feel like you have been trying to find that thing for a long time, and when you find this out, you're gonna be like, wow, I found it. I found my purpose. I found what I'm really good at. I don't know, like I said, and hearing the testimonies is really what's gonna get you, because you're gonna have people coming to you saying like, I was struggling with this and that, and like I tried out your recipes, I signed up for your meal prep program, and it's like within days, it's like I felt more alert, I had more energy, da 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 da. And even if people don't have like an ailment, they could be struggling with like lethargy or something like that. Like they don't have a lot of energy, and or they just or struggling with like weight. And I just feel like your program is going to help with that as well. So, but it's just you're just going to have so many testimonies of people saying how much your food program changed their lives for the better, and it's just going to make you feel so good inside. Okay. So that's about all I have for you all for this pick a card reading. I hope it was helpful. Again, shout out to my Dreamer team for helping to select this topic. If you'd like to join that team to help create the content that you see on this channel, as well as to receive access to exclusive readings, including 18 plus readings, and monthly and yearly zodiac forecast, you can hit the join button beneath this video or the join link in the description box. If you'd like to get a personal reading with me, link to my website can be found below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance, and I will be back with more readings soon, lovelies. Bye.